Warning: if the topic of psychological manipulation and emotional enslavement of women offends you, I want you to stop watching this video. And if you want to continue, you must agree never to use this knowledge to hurt women. Deal? Great. Let's start. Before we begin, you need to be aware that this technique should be used at your own risk. Using boyfriend destroyer methods on attached women can cause irreversible consequences, so proceed with caution. For example, I have had angry, burly boyfriends knocking on my door because I had used boyfriend destroyer techniques on their girlfriends, causing them to break up. It's funny now that I look back at those instances, but boy, I really got into trouble. Anyway, you're here to learn about boyfriend destroyer techniques, and I ain't gonna disappoint you. So here's what you need to know. Boyfriend destroyer techniques are mind control tactics which are designed to emotionally isolate women from their partners. Every woman has needs which are unfulfilled by her husband or boyfriend, and these deep insecurities can be exploited if you know exactly what to say to her. These form the basis of boyfriend destroyers, which can be used to break up relationships. Pretty evil, I must say. The specific boyfriend destroyer technique we're going to discuss in this video is known as the dream guy sequence, which is part of the Shogun Method mind control tactic made famous by Derek Rake. What you will be doing is getting a woman to imagine her dream guy in vivid detail right in front of you and consequently project the characteristics of that dream guy onto you. So, how do you do this? Well, firstly, say to her, every woman who is mature and serious has got a clear idea what she is looking for in a boyfriend or a partner. Any woman you say this to will immediately identify with what you're saying. After all, is there any women who think of themselves as not serious or immature? Of course not. So, now she's listening, you tell her, have you ever met guys and dated them only to find out they seem to have one or two things that you don't like? Of course, she won't be able to disagree with this. Then, or even, you may have even had a boyfriend whom you discover to have some flaws that you found out only when you've been dating him for some time. Every guy is bound to have flaws, which you are now amplifying in her mind. So, if she is attached to another man, this will make her reflect back on herself on her dissatisfaction with him. You can then continue with, have you met a guy who seems to be so perfect in so many ways, and he has so much to offer, and you just can't believe your luck that you found him? When you're saying this, you need to anchor these characteristics to yourself. This is achieved by pointing to yourself when describing positive feelings. Follow on with, you're having so much fun just being with him, and instead of trying to look for his flaws, you're just accepting whatever he offers you. What you're doing is transferring your own descriptions of a perfect guy to yourself and setting yourself up to play a game you can't lose. Because even if she later finds some flaws with you, she will be conditioned to accept them. In conclusion, what you have done is compared a woman's current boyfriend with the idealized version of her dream guy, therefore making him look unsatisfactory. And the best part? She is now subconsciously projecting her dream guy onto you. This boyfriend destroyer technique, when used correctly, can manipulate a woman to fall in love with you much quicker than any simple pickup artist tricks. Of course, when used in combination with a technique like fractionation, then you'll be able to make a woman feel emotionally enslaved to you, perhaps for life. If you've heard of the fractionation technique before, then you'll know exactly why it's such a big deal in the world of mind control seduction and extreme persuasion. When used correctly, it can make a woman fall in love pretty easily, and in the span of 15 minutes or less. It's really powerful and deadly attractive if done according to the specific steps as outlined by Derek Rake. To learn how you can use the Shogun Method and fractionation to manipulate a woman's mind and enslave her to you emotionally, go to fractionationhypnosis.com or click on this link right now.